Well, yesterday we patrolled on the surface and saw more than the normal amount of airplanes. Today we were submerged, and the log shows that instead of fewer planes, at least twice as many aircraft were sighted through the periscope. Does that mean anything to anybody? Well, it might mean that they want very badly to know where the barb is today. That's my guess. There's a big convoy coming through here. Maybe tonight. If their planes can't find us, they'll probably hole up somewhere in some protective anchorage till we are found. That's why I made such a point of not having our periscope sighted.
Hold up. You mean anchor. But where do you figure they would anchor, Captain? There's so many places where they could.
Well, I think they'd anchor where they'd be in position to make a quick dash through under cover of night. To sum it up, I think there's a convoy anchored somewhere right here. Right this minute. Waiting for their air patrols to give us clearance to go through.
Now, they'll be in shallow water. As close in as they can get.
Yeah, that's right. A deep water anchorage would hardly give them the protection they're after.
That's right.
So we're going to search this area tonight. But I don't mind telling you, we'll be in shallow water, in dangerous territory. They're a mistake on anyone's part. Could mean curtains for all of us.
Believe me, there was no sleep on the barb that night. The skipper ordered all hands to get some rest and told the cook to have a hot meal ready at midnight in anticipation of action. In the torpedo rooms, the engine rooms, the maneuvering room where our electricians were getting a full charge crammed into the batteries in case we needed it, and in the control room where Lieutenant Webster, our exec, made preparations to keep our position plotted with all possible information at hand throughout the night. When we were close enough to the coast, we figured we would shift our plotting to those Japanese charts we had found, although we would, of course, maintain our regular plot, too. We set a watch on our thermometer, ready to get a sounding at any instant. We got our best lookouts topside, and in general made every preparation we could think of. I must have eaten a lot of carrots when I was a kid, because when they tested our crew for night vision, well, it turned out that I could see some things that a lot of the other fellows couldn't. So, my station was on the bridge for night surface action. That gun in front of me is a 20mm machine gun. I've loaded it so many times in the dark I could do it just by feel. If an enemy escort vessel or destroyer flushes us on the surface, my orders are to shoot the whole drum of ammunition right square into its bridge. If you let them get close enough before you level on the bridge, old Betsy here can really equalize things in a hurry. This is one night we may really need this gun. We're going into shallow water, and the skipper has told us that no matter what, we're not diving.
Like the smell of stale perfume and cattle.
That's land, Jack. It's the same smell as a landsman calls the smell of the sea. Only that's China dead ahead. The smell of thousands of years of civilization. And war, privation.
I've never seen China, sir. Do you think we'll get to see the coast tonight?
I wouldn't be surprised, Jack. I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Bridge, this is Plot. We're approaching the first anchorage now, sir. We're about 2 miles outside the 10-fathom curve right now.
Good, Jim. Keep us outside the 10-fathom curve, but I want to get a good look here. If radar can't see anything in there, we'll go in a little closer. As long as we've come this far, I want to be sure there's nothing here before we leave the place.
Bridge, this is Plot. If we do, we'll get inside the 10-fathom curve, Captain.
Can't help it, Jim. That's what we came here for.
Bridge, this is Plot. We're a mile inside the 10-fathom curve right now, Captain. Depth of water, 50 feet.
Very well. Makes no difference. We couldn't dive here anyway.
Bridge, this is radar. Nothing on the radar, sir, except land.
Bridge, aye. Jim, I guess that eliminates this anchorage. Lay us a course around that bunch of rocks we were looking at a while ago. We'll take a look at the next one.
Bridge, this is Plot. Course 060. 10 miles, Captain, then north for about 5.
Right full rudder. All ahead flank. New course 060.
We rounded the Paisang Islands with Lieutenant Webster plotting like crazy in the control room. He didn't have much to go on, and how he did it, I don't know. There was a possible anchorage on the other side of the Paisang Islands and also one off Fuyan. The hours wore on. Nobody slept. All our crew was either at battle stations or sort of hanging around to be ready if necessary. Radar has picked up a lot of small targets from time to time, all so far identified as wooden junks or sampans. They're probably manned by friendly Chinese, but you never can tell when one might turn out to be a wolf in junk's clothing. We're taking a good look at Fuyan now. The captain has taken us in still closer. Now we're only 4 miles off the coast. Depth of water again only 10 fathoms, 60 feet. We need 47 feet just to cover the periscope supports. For a while, we thought we had something in Fuyan, but no luck. One thing sure, when we get through with any part of this coast, we'll know for darn sure there can't be any ships there.
Bridge, this is Plot. We're approaching Nam Quan Harbor now. We're passing the Incog Islands close aboard to port. The anchorage is on the port bow about 10 miles away.
Bridge, aye, aye. Okay, Jim, if we don't have any luck with this one, it's the last we can do tonight.
Nam Quan Harbor. This could be a good anchorage. It's close into shore, the water is shallow, and there are rocks all over the place. What's this? Radar says it has a contact that's a little different.
Radar contact. Radar contact. Bearing 300 true. Range 10,000 yards. This is no junk, Captain. It looks different. Not like a wooden ship. This ship has a steel hull.
This is Bridge, Radar. Very good. Keep me informed. Maybe this is what we're looking for.
Bridge. Radar contact. Radar contact. Bearing 315 true. Range 21000. Lots of ships. They're all in a row, Captain.
Man battle stations torpedo.
Battle stations torpedo.
Permission to come up, sir.
Come up.
Radar definitely has sighted something up ahead, Captain. We're going in?
Yes.
You want the men to put on the life jackets?
How's the reaction in the control room?
It's so quiet down there that a pin dropping would sound like a depth charge.
Then no jackets, Jim. That would just increase the tension. See if you can ease them off a little. We can't have any mistakes tonight.
Aye, aye, sir. I better get back to my plot. Permission to go below, sir?
Permission granted. Men, the coast of China is now about 3 miles away. Sounding is 6 fathoms, 36 feet. That means we can't possibly dive here. The enemy's all around us. Radar's picked up 3 escorts patrolling the area. We're trying to slip between them. You know as well as I do what'll happen if we run aground. We let one of them catch us here. So it's up to you lookouts to keep on your toes.
Range 5,000 yards.
Con, I've got him in sight. Sheffield is giving you bearings and a target bearing transmitter. Walters, come up here quickly.
Yes, sir.
You see that? What do you make of it?
The ship. Small one, sir. Broadside.
Radar, give me range for ship, broad on the starboard bow.
Range 3750. Small ship. Shall I track him?
Negative. Stay with the target. We'll watch this bird up here. Walter, stay with that fella. Let me know the moment he shows any signs of having seen us. This is the payoff coming.
I can see him well now, Captain. There's a whole bunch of ships.
On that case, we can't miss. Keep the TVT in the middle of the target.
Perfect setup here, Bridge. Target speed 1.5 knots to allow for the current.
Torpedo run, same as range. We're all set below, Captain.
Control, sounding.
6 fathoms.
Stand by forward. Stand by forward. All ahead, 1/3.
All ahead 1/3 answered.
Range.
Range 3250.
Fire.
Fire one.